GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 40.
All right, here we go. Done.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ready. Hey, kill. 11.
Lawrence. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he needed to get to that midfield stripe, but he's going to be about 2 yards short of there at the 48. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Running right through him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Rice will go in motion left. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jaguars 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Go, let's go. Go. Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Hey, two-footer.
A shotgun snap, and again the ETN. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 46, here's second down and 5.
Hey, kill. Hot.
They go play action with Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. Sheds off the tackle, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A run here with Dearness Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. From the shotgun, Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the...
Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
Lisa 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On red.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Hey, I'm gun.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, That's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to end up incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Agnew now to return. Breaks through the contact. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Hey, run! 11,
Straight ahead, ETN. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. Still going. Touchdown. Christian Kirk. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing, is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He finds his man, Sky Moore. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Etienne up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Jaguars are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that route.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
For the Jaguars field goal, a 61-yard attempt.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hey, kill!
Now Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw, it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mahomes now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Great job.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's in. He's hit on the return. It's a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. On play action, Lawrence. Open man downfield is Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Sink right open. All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Brendan McManus on for the field goal.
The kick by McManus is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Etienne going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Here we go.
Johnson will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just 1 play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try the left side with ETN. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with ETN. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, kill.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try to run with ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A 28-yard gain. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
1st down, Chiefs.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
34. Chiefs 13.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Decent 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Sink right.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here's a give to Etienne. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 5.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down.
At the 41-yard line.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
At the 24-yard line.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Have the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
43!
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Moore, the man in motion. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Mahomes' throw pulled in by Atwell here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Looking to throw Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
For a Jaguars. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A handoff for Etienne. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this will